Hi everybody, I'm Melinda Gallant. Welcome to Cape Conversations. Well, we ventured out of Sandwich and we're in lovely Mashpee in North Market Street. On North Market Street? In North Market Street. We're somewhere around North Market Street in Mashpee, at Mashpee Commons. And we are here at the beautiful Woodruffs Art Center. So come along, let's have a Cape Conversation. Hi everybody, I am here with Amy Rice of Woodruff Art Center, correct?
Yes, Woodruffs Art Center.
Woodruffs Art Center. So Amy, how are you?
I'm very well. Nice to see you, Melinda.
Nice to see you, and I've known you for 100 years, I think.
At least 100.
Something like that,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
It's close to it. So tell me all about the Art Center. It was Woodruff Gallery, now it's Woodruff's Art Center.
Yes.
What's the change? What's the difference?
Well, it's been over 23 years, believe it or not.
Holy smokes.
So things have just grown and evolved and just keeps going.
Just keeps going. And we're standing here in your gallery. It says gallery above my
Yes.
head. So now tell me some of the artists that you're showing right
Well,
now.
we have changing exhibits.
Mm-hmm.
The work, a lot of it is mine.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Cecilia Capitanio, who works here at
Mm-hmm.
Woodruff's Art Center, and Lisa Horton, and an array of other local Cape Cod artists.
Oh, wonderful.
Guests at changing exhibits, so
Yeah.
we always have somebody new,
Excellent.
and quite a variety of different works.
So everything in this part of the gallery is for sale, is that correct?
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
That's wonderful. And now, Amy, how long have you been an artist?
Oh, I've lost track. Probably 30 years?
Really?
Yes.
Wow. 30 years.
Yes.
You're not old enough.
No, I started when I was born, so, yeah.
Oh, a woman after my own heart.
Paintbrush in the hand.
Now, you started this off with a partner, John
Yes,
Woodruff,
with John
right?
Woodruff.
Right,
who-
and a lot of people know John.
They do, and he lives in Hawaii now.
He does.
In
Oh, good for
Maui.
him. Yeah.
He's not part of the business anymore. However, I still represent him as an artist.
Oh, wonderful.
And he still does a lot of wonderful commission work, portraits that I send back and forth to Maui. And,
Wow, how wonderful.
So he's still part of it in that sense.
Oh, that's great.
But
That's
we did
wonderful.
start the business together way back when as a small gallery and frame shop that grew, and then we added art supplies.
Can I tell the story?
Sure.
John originally came, and before there was a Williams-Sonoma, that was a shopping area that you could walk through. And I happened to
Exactly.
work for Mashpee Commons at the time, and he sat up as an artist, you know, kind of on the sidewalk, but inside.
Right.
And from there,
It
he
was
went
at the Christmas season, just a
right,
temporary little
a temporary
setup.
booth, and then he went into one of the little spaces.
Yes, we took one little space that was
Right.
available, and one of the merchants there
And you
said,
had a little baby at that time.
we did. Amber was just 1 year old or 2
Oh.
years old or something like that.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then you went from there, I mean, they are the true success story in small business America, because you went from sidewalk vendor
To a little bigger
little
space,
to a little bigger space, to a little bigger space.
For 10 years in that space.
Right, and
then
now you're here.
Here in my 8th year here.
It's
on this
amazing.
space, so.
Totally amazing.
Yeah,
Totally amazing.
yeah, it's amazing to me.
Now I have to ask about Amber, because we did mention her, your daughter. What's she doing now?
She's a horsewoman.
So which
She was a
means she's
fabulous
doing-
artist that I hope someday comes back to it, because you may remember when she was 7, she was
she
selling
did.
paintings in
I
the
know,
gallery
I know.
and stealing our thunder. But now she's a horsewoman, and that's what she
Great.
does.
So she
24/7.
shows and
She rides horses for a living and trains people
Wow.
and trains horses.
and
so.
where is she? Virginia? Or?
No, she's in East Sandwich, right by you.
No way,
Yes,
really? Oh
yeah.
my gosh, that's amazing. So anyway, so let's get back to this beautiful, beautiful space. I mean, you've done a fabulous job with it.
Thank you.
I also noticed you have some multimedia works here. What kind of multimedia do you deal in?
Well, we have a little bit of sculpture.
Mm-hmm.
We have some handmade jewelry,
Oh, nice.
wearable art, as we call it,
But
one
see,
of a
people
kind.
don't think of that, I bet, do they? They don't come here looking for stuff.
No,
like
we have
that.
we have so many things. It's hard to like say it all what we are.
Yeah.
We have some beautiful stained glass.
Oh, nice. Who does your stained glass?
Gail Olson
Oh,
from
she does.
Sandwich.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm sure you
Yeah,
know Gail.
yeah, we all know Gail. Yeah.
Yes, and we love her work here,
Yeah.
and we love having it here because we can sit and look through
out.
it.
And it's so
And,
beautiful.
yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, that's great.
We have some collage, oils, pastels, watercolors.
Now, do you deal in mostly, do you paint in pastels primarily? I mean, I thought of you.
Personally, I do watercolor and acrylic, but I try everything because I sell the supplies, so
Might as well.
yeah. I do some pastels once in a while. They're not really my thing, but I keep trying to like them, so every few years I try them again, and just everything that we sell in the store, it's hard not to get your hands into.
Sure. Now, do you have certain things that you do with kids here, or is it?
We do. We have well, for one thing, we sell a lot of children's supplies.
Oh, you do?
So we have
Oh,
great things for like birthday parties or just creativity. And then we do have some children's events through the year, like this week is school vacation week. We're going to have flowers that they can make out of
neat.
tissue paper.
Neat.
So.
Oh, wait a minute. You do a web mailing. You did a
We
web
do, we do.
and mailing on that, right? Like
Yes.
Constant
Just went
contact.
out. Yeah.
Yes, because I forwarded it to my niece.
Oh, good.
Or to my niece, to my niece, to my daughter-in-law. My niece. I don't know where that came from.
Last year we did something with duct tape. You
Oh,
know,
how
duct
fun.
tape is really popular now.
Oh, I know.
It
All
comes
colors.
in designer
Yeah,
colors and
yeah.
patterns, so the kids came in and made flower pens, they made little pocketbooks,
Fun.
there's all kinds of things.
Wait a minute. Do you do that for adults too?
Sure, we do it for adults.
Well, that would be fun. We could have a duct tape class for
That would
adults.
work. You
I
can
mean,
make a
duct tape-
dress out of it. They make prom dresses. You could make an
A prom
evening
dress,
gown.
an evening gown, perfect for me. I
for your
wear it
next
so
formal
often. Yes, I wear it a lot. So now tell me, what else do you do here? You've got the art supplies, you've got these beautiful, beautiful paintings, and I do want to kind of focus in on one or two of them. What else do you do here besides sell art? And
Well, a really big part of our business is custom framing. So we've done that all these years and have a long-term loyal following for that. I've never really advertised it much, but
Right.
we have a very busy frame shop.
Oh,
And,
that's great.
And we have a lot of fun with that because it's almost as though we get to create an artwork with
Right.
someone else's artwork. And we frame all
make it-
kinds of things. So from objects,
So you
shadow
can-
boxes, needlework.
So if I brought in a baby blanket or something like that, you could do that?
Do you remember I did your
know
baby
you
blanket?
did. You did the baby blanket for my son when he graduated
That was
from
a
high
wonderful
school.
piece, the security blanket.
The security blanket with him. I
You
think
wrote the poem
and he's
about
now
security.
43, but we won't go into that.
And I'm sure he's hanging it proudly.
Yeah, somewhere in that house.
Well, we just this week framed a pair of hands.
Not real ones.
No,
I hope.
plaster hands.
Really?
It was really different. They were just two plaster hands like this, and we mounted them. The frame actually sits on a table,
Really?
but it's very dramatic. They were
And the
these
reason
white,
for these hands?
Well, it was someone's daughter's hands that she cast in art school. And I mean, they're
Wow.
very realistic looking, but just when we think we've framed it all, we get something like that.
Is that
So
right? That's
there's-
crazy.
yeah. So-
I want to talk about the paintings behind us because it's spring.
Yes.
It's April. Who are these? Are these all by you or are these
Well,
by
these three here are
This one is
are
gorgeous.
by me. So,
gorgeous? Beautiful, beautiful,
and
beautiful.
as you can see, I have different styles. So people think I'm a variety of artists, but it is just me. So I don't do the same thing every time.
And is this is
These
acrylic?
are all acrylics.
Right,
These
right.
these three are all acrylics.
Now, interesting. This is framed very unusually.
Yeah.
To me, this is very unusual because you've painted yellow, and it's almost like a shadow box
Yeah.
effect.
And how that happened was I had this frame made for this painting, but it wasn't yellow in the inside. And when I put it in,
It looked-
I hated it.
Yeah.
I have a hard time framing my own work. I'm too close to it sometimes.
Sure.
So anyway, I got it, and I was really unhappy. But I thought I want it, if I painted it yellow, it might get the effect I liked, and it did. So it
Oh,
worked.
it's really beautiful. Very,
Thanks.
very stunning. And that's something, when people frame something, when they frame a picture, and they get a mat, and let's say they do a double mat or a triple mat, you really have to think about where you want the exposure to be so that what you can see through. I mean, you can really probably cover up a multitude of sins by making it smaller and smaller and smaller, and much more effective.
Right.
Do people think about that when they come in? Do they ask your
Some
opinion?
of them, yeah. A lot of times they do ask opinion, and sometimes it's very hard for people to visualize what something will look like. And we do it all the time, so we have a vision, and hopefully we can lead them. But the framing can make or break a piece of artwork too, by doing the wrong thing versus the right thing. So we certainly try to steer people if they need help. Some people come in with something very definite, but more people than not are looking for some assistance that way.
Some guidance.
Right.
I would think too that you'd have to be careful that you don't overpower a painting.
Yeah.
Especially if it's an original or even a print, I suppose. If you don't want to overpower it so all you see is frame.
Right, and that's very true. And also, a lot of times people want to match the frame to decorating, but number one always has to enhance the artwork first, and then number two, we can make it work with the decorating.
Right. I have to laugh too. As you know, my husband is an artist.
Yeah.
And one time he had a painting sent back to him because they said it didn't match their living room. Now, has that ever happened to you?
Not exactly like that, but I know people come in looking to match their decorating a lot with the artwork.
Which they don't get.
Which is not what the artist always wants to hear. They want people to like it for the artwork, but that's That's the way it is sometimes.
I know. It's very funny. I mean, I just find it a very funny kind of thing. I can't imagine doing
as the artist
that.
To
well,
have
yeah,
that.
and to have somebody say, well, that's the only reason why I bought it, because I like the colors for my living room. It was like, what? You know.
Yeah. I have sent things out on trial.
Do you
local
do that?
People, take it home, put it in there, see how it works in your space. Right. We have limited space in here, so sometimes it's hard to take it all in.
Right.
And sometimes people need to do that, just take it home and see how it works.
See what it looks like, yeah.
So we do that.
Well, that's good. That's good. Then that's a good thing. So you do watercolor, you do acrylics, you do a little bit of pastel when you have to. When
some pen and ink sometimes.
I can
and oil, a little bit of oil. Right. I like oil, but it takes so long to dry. I get frustrated, so I don't do too many of those.
Right. So tell me, what are some of your other artists? I know you have Gail Olson does the beautiful glass work here. What about, who are some of the other artists you have in here?
Well, let's look right here. This is Cindy Cruz. She does oil painting. She lives in Wacoit. Known her for a long time as a customer in the store, and just has a beautiful, soft feeling that she gets.
She's beautiful. With
her oils. And then this is a new artist that I'm showing from Falmouth, David Kelly. These are all pastels, and he's just got a very nice, loose, kind of contemporary style. So I thought his work was really exciting and fit into the show. This is also one of his pieces here, too.
Oh, that's beautiful, too. So you have so many other artists here. I know that you've got some realistic oils here as well. That I can see across from the gallery here. They're beautiful, hanging on the street wall over there. Now, who are those by?
Well, several of them are Cecilia Capitanio, who works here. She works in a variety of acrylic, oil, pastel. She kind of does it all, some watercolor. You might see the farm animals there. There's some pigs and cows and chickens. That's Ann Hitch. I think you know Ann.
I do.
Maybe.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do know Ann.
So she does beautiful, richly detailed oils. She's from Marston's Mills.
Wonderful.
So I've been carrying her work for a couple of years now, and just really like that.
And over here on the side wall, there's some beautiful, they look like watercolors to me, maybe with a little bit.
And those are actually collage.
They really are. So they're paper?
Yeah, all paper and little, actually, things from nature.
Wonderful.
Little pieces of grass and leaves. It's a collage, and that's by Bobby Balin. She's from West Falmouth.
Wonderful.
And I just started showing her about 6 months ago.
Very, very different. Now tell me, let's go to art supplies. Okay, I want to learn to be an artist. Tell me, what do I need?
Well, it depends on what kind of a medium
Okay,
you want to work in.
I'm going
but-
to be a oil painter because watercolors are too hard.
Okay, so we offer a full line of oil paints, and then you may or may not have heard of the water mixable oils.
No,
And you think that water and oil don't mix.
but they do.
But they do. And these came out, I've lost track, it might be 10 years ago, but they're really popular now, and it's for people that are more health conscious, not wanting to deal with turpentine and all the
this,
solvents
yeah.
that go with the traditional oils. So schools have used them a lot more. So we have both the traditional oils and the water mixable. There's a variety of surfaces you can paint on. Stretch canvas, there's papers, there's boards that are treated with gesso that you can paint oils on.
So there's all kinds
and
of...
we have brushes.
Now, do you
and-
give lessons as well or no?
We don't in this space. Cecilia, that works here, does some private lessons in her home studio. But we also provide a list of Cape-wide places that do offer classes
that's
because
great.
people ask all the time.
Sure, sure.
We do offer some workshops, though, occasionally in the store.
And if I take a class somewhere else at one of the places that you recommended, do you offer a discount
We
when I come
do.
in to buy my first set of supplies
We
or
do.
something?
Any student that comes in with their supply list is offered a 10% discount on their supplies.
Oh, well, that's great.
And,
That's really
yeah,
good.
You'll help them
That's
find
good.
what they need, and sometimes it's like a scavenger hunt. The
Because
list that they get, they're like,
oh my gosh,
what is
all
this?
stuff? Right.
So,
Well, now, yeah, okay, now I've heard of a really hot trend, and there's parties around it where you paint by number. Have you heard about this? Have you heard about
I
this?
resisted them for years.
Right,
I
but
had,
have you
I
heard
had a
about
thing
it?
against them, but I
Right.
finally broke down years ago, and I
Yeah.
do carry them.
You do carry
Yeah.
it because you know there are parties.
Oh, I
that
didn't
they-
know
yeah,
there were
yeah.
actually parties.
They actually have parties where you buy all. You know, somebody provides all the equipment, the brushes and those little things that you get with the
Yeah.
paint by numbers, and you drink wine and you paint
Well,
by numbers.
I had an event similar to that, but there were no numbers.
Oh.
It's a new event that I started
Uh-huh.
last month, and next month I'm going to have another one. It's called the Creative Social. Wine, dine, and be home by 9.
Oh, I think
So-
I'm liking that one.
You come at 6:30 and there's wine.
Yeah.
And then I have a local restaurant to cater dinner. And then I have an artist that comes in and walks
talks?
people through. No, everybody sits and makes something that they can take home that night. And you
Wow.
don't have to be experienced.
And the cost of this is reasonable?
It's $50, $60 in that
Wow,
range, and that
wonderful.
includes everything, all the supplies and
Oh my God, I'm
instruction
going to have
if
to
you
get my
need it.
gal pals together. That would be fun.
It was awesome. The first one we had
Yeah?
was sold out with a waiting list.
Oh, that's great. How many people can you? Do you
We
put the
fit
table
24.
here?
We have tables that run down the length of the
Oh, that's
gallery,
great.
and they fit comfortably 24 people.
Oh, that's great.
So-
Wonderful. That's wonderful. So, and when did you do this? Was it in the
This was
fall?
last month. No, just
Oh, last month. Oh, wow. So you're going to
I don't
do
know
one.
if you know Jim Musto. He's an artist
yeah, I do. I
from
know who he
North
is.
Falmouth,
Yeah.
but he led the first one.
Oh, that's great.
Everybody made a little beach collage.
Oh, fun.
With we supplied all the materials, and he had all kinds of creative ways to make these beautiful beach collages.
Oh, wonderful.
And they can finish them and take them right home with them.
Excellent. Excellent.
The
Even
next
people who
one-
are not artistic?
No experience required.
Okay, well, that
and
would
we
be
had a lot
important
of
for me.
experienced artists too, but no experience required.
Right. Excellent.
So it was really a lot of fun. It was just an idea I had. I was really excited about it, but you don't know
If it's
how
gonna
they're going
work.
to go over. And
Right.
everybody loved it, and they're looking for the next one.
Great.
And the next one's going to be an art journaling event.
Oh.
And I have a lady from New Jersey that's actually coming, and it's a combination of writing and art.
Oh, fun.
So
Fun, fun, fun.
look for that one in May.
Now, Katuitt Center for the Arts is right down the road. Have you ever been there? Have you ever shown
I have,
there?
and I have been. I've shown some things.
Oh,
I'm a
wonderful.
member, and I've also been collaborating with them on
Oh,
some of my
great.
events because they've got such beautiful space there.
Sure, sure.
Next month, I'm holding a encaustic wax demo. So that's going to be exciting. A lot of people have had interest in that. It's an ancient form of art that has made this comeback.
What is it?
It's painting with waxes that are heated up to a high temperature where they melt and then applied to a board or a canvas or whatever it may be. And then it dries to a very hard finish.
Then it dries.
You can work in collage with it. You can put papers or writing underneath or paint underneath. And,
very cool.
The waxes are heated on a hot plate. So I have a lady from Encausticos, which manufactures a product that we sell here, coming to give this demo. And she covers the whole country, and she's really hard to get. And I'm so excited that I booked her. I tried to have her for the winter.
When is that?
May 31st.
May 31st. And that will be held at the Couture Center?
At the Couture Center.
In their art barn, right?
In the art barn,
right, right. Great.
And it's just $5 to sign up ahead or $10 at the door.
Wonderful, wonderful. And how many can you accommodate?
We can accommodate quite a few there.
Excellent. And when is the next dinner, Make an Art Piece?
It's May 24th, I think it is. It's a Thursday night.
You've got a lot going on.
I do. There's a lot going on here. There's always something going on. There's always something going on here.
Oh, that's
so
great.
That's for sure.
That's great. Good for you. So, what are your hours?
We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday.
Oh, that management.
I know. 9 to 6 every day, Sunday 11 to 5.
Excellent. Great. Great.
All year round.
All year round. And the gallery is available for people just to walk in off the street, right?
Absolutely.
And come in.
Absolutely.
And
the next exhibit will change in about 2 months. We'll have a show that'll run through the summer. Yeah, there will be 4 shows all throughout the year that will change.
And will you, when you're here in the gallery, if you're here in the gallery or whatever, do you sell these pieces on consignment? Do you have to be here to buy them? Can I walk in off the street and, Lisa or one of your other gals is here to help? Or
we can help.
Anybody,
everybody
to show
knows everything. Everybody that works here is well versed in everything in the store, whether it be supplies or framing or knowing about the artists that we represent.
Right. So you represent the artists.
Right.
I see. Excellent. That's wonderful.
We usually plan about a year in advance.
Oh, that's great.
For the upcoming shows.
Sure.
Although this last show of the year, which runs from like Thanksgiving through the end of the year, I've put out a call to artists to invite a few others for this small work show, because we can fit a lot in. Everything's like under 8 by 8, so I can fit a lot of pieces, and I'm looking to have 100 pieces for this show.
Fun.
And so we're taking applications in the next few weeks.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And so we'll be showing some new artists in that too.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you don't care if they have a long resume or a short resume, as long as you like what they do and you think it'll sell, I suppose.
Right.
That's great. Right. So even if I were a
newbie. We have some very established artists, and I have some emerging ones.
That's great.
I have a young man that's coming in the fall that has never shown his stuff. He does sculpture.
Oh.
So I'm going to give him a try, because I think he's got a lot of potential.
Excellent. That's great.
So we're going to cover it all.
Oh, you're kind of like the New York Museum of Art or something, Only here in Mashpee.
Mashpee Commons, right.
That's great. Well, I want to thank you for taking time to speak with me today.
You're
it was
welcome.
great.
Thank
Good
you
to
for
see
coming.
you again.
Good to see you too.
And hearing all about, about John and where everybody is now, and that's tremendous. And I wish you the best of luck.
Well, I hope you come for the Creative Social and
I think I would. I think we should all
us.
come to the Creative Social for sure. I think we should.
You can bring Joe.
I could even bring him.
What he's doing.
Yeah. Well, once in a while he does.
Yeah, but he may not know some of these other techniques that we're offering.
That's right. That's right. That would be good. That would be very good. Anyway, thanks so much.
You're welcome. Good to see you.
Alrighty. Wasn't Amy Rice wonderful? Oh my gosh, and don't you just love this gallery? Everybody should come by and take a look at it. There's some great artists in here, and plus she has all the art supplies you could ever want. Maybe you could become an artist yourself. Anyway, I want to thank you for joining me today for a Cape Conversation. See you next time.